So hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So in this video I'm gonna show you how to add a map layer in HEC RAS 2D for our flood modeling. So now let's get started. So in our previous video I have shown you how to create a new terrain layer in HEC RAS 2D, where I have shown you how to remove this particular obstruction. In this channel you can able to see here. So you can able to see the difference here. Previously we had this obstruction, and now it is free of obstruction. So before adding our map layer, first let me navigate this option called in the geometry section. We have our Bald Eagle Creek, and I'm going to click this plus sign below the option called reverse, and I'm going to turn on the junctions, bank lines and flow path. And similarly, I'm going to click this plus sign called cross sections, and let me turn off this interpolations, surfaces. So here you can able to see this numbering which indicates the numbering of the cross sections here. So which is shown in this set of numbers here. So you can able to see that, and the green line which shows which indicates the cross sections. And each of this cross section has a unique set of numbers. So you can turn this off or on. It's up to your choice. So to turn this cross section numbers off or on, so first we have to navigate this option called cross sections. So I'm going to click this option, and in that I'm going to click this option called layer properties, and a new window pop up saying cross sections layer properties. So let me reduce the extent of this particular window. So here we have this option called label features by attribute column. So to turn off this label, you have to click this, you have to untick this option. So now you can able to see the labels disappears. Similarly, to view this label again, we have to select this particular option called label features by attribute column. And in this option, we have this particular option that is label features by attribute column. And I'm going to select this particular option called edits, and make sure that in the attribute text, we have this set of options that is available, starting with the reverse station, node name, last edited, node description, left and right bank, and bank properties, and the length. So make sure that you select the reverse stations and click OK. So once you selected this option, so we're going to close this window. So the next major thing we're going to do is to add some terrain data to create layers for the Manning end value and the roughness calculations. So we basically we're going to do this using the map layers of the data here. So we're going to click this option called a map layers. I'm going to right click, and we have this set of options here, starting with the add web imagery, the reference layers, and create a new layer, RAS layer, and add an existing RAS layer. And last is manage the geometry associations. So before adding our Manning's end value and the roughness calculation, so first we're going to add our the map layer called the web imagery. So I'm going to click this option. So basically we're going to add our base layer. So I'm going to click this option called add web imagery. And here we have a different set of imageries that is available, starting from the ArcGIS Nat Geo world map. So these are the following set of data or the map layers that we can overlay on our model. So for example, we have this set of different base maps here. So for example, now we're going to add this particular base map called Google's satellite. So I'm going to select this particular layer, and the reprojection resample method. So we have the different set of methods that is available. So for the default, we're going to select near, and they're going to click OK. So it's going to load the base layer, and make sure that you turn this on. So now it's going to load the base map. So now you can able to visualize the image. So you can able to see that our base layer has appeared here, as well as it is indicated in the map layers below. We have the Google satellite, which is mentioned here. And this particular base layer has appeared on the top of our terrain data. So you can able to see this order. Let me turn this off. You can able to see. And we have this different base maps that is available here. So for example, let me turn on and just right click on this, map layers, and we're going to select the add web imageries, and you can set a different imagery of your choice here. For example, let me select the Google hybrid image or the Google terrain. Let me select the Google terrain, and they're going to click OK, and let us visualize it. So let me turn this off, the Google satellite based layer. I'm going to turn this off, and this is the terrain here. So this particular base layer is the Google terrain, so I can able to see the difference. Similarly, you can add other set of base layer according to your choice of your work. So for example, you're going to select OpenStreetMaps, and I'm going to click OK. Make sure the reprojection resample method be the default as near. I'm going to click OK. So it's going to load the OpenStreetMaps. So now here I can able to see the map layers. We have our OpenStreetMap has loaded up here. So this is the OpenStreet base map you can able to see. So let me zoom in here. So I can able to see this the OpenStreetMaps. So let me turn on to a Google satellite base map layer. So now we have added our map layers. For example, we have seen the Google satellite map as well as the Google terrain, and as well as the OpenStreet maps here. So in this video I have shown you how to add a map layer in HEC RAS Studio for the flood modeling. So thanks for watching, and make sure that you subscribe to our channel and give us a like.